Hey there, it's Mandy here. If you've not seen me before, I'm a model, makeup artist, and Beachbody coach here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I recently started the Beachbody Ultimate Reset, which is a 21-day cleanse, and I have been doing little updates to kind of keep people posted. Well, I've done one update, but I plan to continue with them. So the last update was dates 1 through 3 of the reclaim phase, which is the phase that I'm still in. It's the first 7 days. And everything was fantastic. If you go back and look at my older videos, you can see that I posted it on Monday late at night. Now I want to update you on Tuesday and Wednesday. So like I said, Monday late at night was when I posted the video, so I went to bed pretty late, and I had to wake up really early because my mom and I went to Lambeau Field to have breakfast with Jarrett Bush, who is one of the Green Bay Packers, which was awesome, but I got up early, and breakfast was a fruit plate with yogurt that we put honey in, and I have been absolutely just loving breakfast because the fruit's obviously delicious. I like the yogurt. I love the honey from Growing Power. On days that we haven't had yogurt, we've had oatmeal or sometimes both, and we put maple syrup in the oatmeal, grade B, because it's not as sugary and refined, but it is also delicious. So breakfast was delicious, and then I got in the car with my mom for a couple hours, and we drove up to Lambeau. I watched everyone eat breakfast because I obviously can't eat the things they were offering while on the reset. Met Jarrett Bush, he was very nice, and then drove back home. And I don't know if it was just because I was tired and on the reset, or what it was, but it was a struggle. Like, I was an emotional mess. I didn't cry, but I was legitimately almost in tears because I did not want to eat lunch. Like, just what I had did not sound good to me. And the funny thing was, is that most of it was things that we had had the day before that I really enjoyed, but that day, I just, oh my gosh, I was just looking at it like, no. Part of it is that I prefer warm food, especially since it's cold outside. It's, October in Wisconsin, not usually a warm time. And we were having the nori rolls from the night before, which is sushi, which I always love. We were having lentil lime salad, which we had had before also, and I loved it then. And then microgreen salad, which I actually just totally love, and that's what I'll be having for lunch today too. But I just didn't want to eat it, and I stared at it forever. I took a nap and let it sit out, and I was just like, no, I want to eat anything else, and just crabby and mad at the world and like a child. This is stupid. I don't want this. But I powered through, and basically what I did was ate them from my least favorite to my most favorite. So I ate all the other stuff to make sure that I would eat ate the microgreen salad last so that I could eat the other things first to make sure that I would eat all of them. And I made it through, and I was fine. But it was just kind of rough, and I was just like, this is weird because I am usually not like this. But apparently it's normal to kind of be emotional during the reset, so 15 more days of that. And then for dinner, later we had stir-fried vegetables, which was awesome. I usually don't like stir-fry, and I think that's usually because of the soy sauce, but there's no soy sauce on the reset. We use Bragg's Liquid Aminos, which is a similar kind of flavor, but it's definitely different, and that's delicious. I loved that. And then we also had quinoa with it, and some nori gomasio, which was something that I put in the nori rolls from the night before in that lunch. It's basically seaweed and sesame seeds ground up together, so it's kind of like a condiment. So that was fine. Went to bed. I haven't been feeling really especially tired, which is interesting because a lot of my friends who started yesterday have been saying that they are exhausted, but I think part of that's because I eat cleaner than average normally, so I'm guessing that that's helping me out in this case. So then yesterday I got up and had breakfast, which was again awesome. It was oatmeal with blueberries and toasted walnuts and maple syrup, so yummy. Love breakfast. And then around lunchtime again, I was just really crabby. Like, actually right after breakfast we kind of ran out of some things and we're going to have to go to the grocery store. And I was sort of like fighting with Tommy, and I don't know why. Like, I was just getting argumentative and irritable for no good reason. I kind of worked myself up into stress for nothing. Um, and then, yeah, lunch was quinoa salad, which was really good, and some hummus with fresh veggie, which was also delicious. And then after that, I went to the dentist, and the dentist told me that I need 2 root canals, which I don't know if I believe that yet. I'm going to get a second opinion because I actually got a Groupon for the dentist, and I've heard that there is some controversy with people not being very honest and getting people in the door for a little money and then prescribing something huge and expensive to make more money. So I'm going to get a second opinion, which makes the Groupon kind of null and void. But anyway, when he told me I needed 2 root canals, and obviously I don't have dental insurance, so I have to pay for it, I started crying in the dentist's office and just was like, again, super emotional. Like, everything was awful yesterday. And then we had dinner, and that was miso soup, which I've had before, and stir-fried veggies. So here is the food that I had on Tuesday, which would have been day 4. And here's the food that I had yesterday, day 5. Now, I will talk about days 6 and 7 in the next vlog that I do. That'll be the end of the reclaim phase, phase 1, and then from there we'll move on to phase 2. Another thing, I miss a few things, and those are working out, which we can't do. I miss tea, because I usually drink a lot of tea. And then there have definitely been a couple times that I've missed other things. Going to the grocery store is really hard because I see all kinds of things that I want but can't have. Like, I have really been wanting a peanut butter cup. And the other night when Tommy and I made dinner together, I was like, oh, let's have some wine or not. Because usually, like, a date night at home is like a glass of wine too. And so I've been missing wine. But honestly, most of the time I'm not sitting here thinking about, like, oh, I wish I could have this or I wish I could have that. It's more so just like when it's in front of me or when it's a part of something that's going to be a habit that it ends up being more difficult. So, yeah, those are my struggles. Those are my pluses. Still, all the food has been delicious, even though I was almost crying because I didn't want to eat lunch on Tuesday. But that was not really because of the food, just because, I don't know, I guess this really is an emotional experience. Anyway, I will check in with you in a couple days. I'll have my normal Make Me Laugh the Hardest video coming up in a couple hours, and I hope you have a great week. Oh, and if you have any questions about the Ultimate Reset, don't hesitate. Just ask, and I'll include that in my next vlog. All right, talk to you later. Take care.